What up? This is Moritz from Wolkify.com, coming at you from Stockholm City once more. And the concept I want to talk about today and go a little bit deeper into is the one of producing content versus consuming content. Now, this is something that I've been thinking about for a while. I actually wrote a blog post about that already a year ago. But since that blog post, I gained some new insights that I want to share with you today. Now, one of the main reasons why I think about this topic a lot is because I read a lot of autobiographies. I personally find them really inspiring. Most of the time it's about really passionate people, really driven people who just go out and make shit happen. And I find it really inspirational to see how much people can accomplish during their lifetime if they just focus on one thing and keep going into that direction. Now, one thing I noticed though while reading these biographies is that a lot of the times I personally admire the person that is written about. I can resonate with them in some ways, but more often than not, I'm not really passionate about the thing that that person is even passionate about. So one example for that would be Arnold Schwarzenegger. I just finished his biography. It's a great read, you should check it out. And the things he's writing about, the things he cared most about, are actually things I don't really care about. I'm not a bodybuilder. I don't really care about the sports of bodybuilding. I don't really like his movies, to be honest. I'm not a big action movie kind of guy. And I also personally don't agree with a lot of the political views that he had when he was governor of California. But what I noticed while reading the book is that all of this doesn't really matter, because the guy just went out and got shit done. So he was producing a lot of content. First he was becoming a professional athlete, then he was producing all these movies, and finally he really made his mark with becoming a politician and taking a lot of responsibility there. So he was constantly producing. He was not waiting for other people to consume from, but he was actually going out, making shit happen, doing what he believed in, and producing the kind of content that he wanted to share with others. Now, during that process of producing, he developed as a person. And this is what makes producing really anything so valuable. It is not really about the content that you produce at the end. Obviously, if you're the person producing, you care about the outcome as well, and you care about the content that comes with it. But it really is about the process of producing. Now, you change as a person because you have to be really dedicated, you have to be focused, you have to overcome obstacles, and all of these things really shape you as a person. It makes you more lean in a way, it allows you to really get more shit done, and it makes you really a better person in general, because you can apply that kind of drive, that kind of passion and dedication to really any other area of your life where you want to make things happen for yourself as well. Now, these are all the upsides from producing content. What about the people who receive content? What about the people who are the consumers? Well, obviously, if it's valuable content, they get something out of it. For example, if somebody's writing a book, he's the one producing, but also the person who's consuming gets something out of it. You get knowledge, you get information, you really get insights from that person's mind. And obviously this is valuable for the person who's consuming as well. But it really puts you into that frame, that mindset of just getting things, and getting things basically for free. And it makes you very passive as a person. So, for example, if you're the kind of person who just, clicks from one YouTube video to the next, and even if it's like self-development stuff, like the kind of content I'm producing, for example, it still makes you passive. You're still lying on your bed, maybe eating your fucking Doritos, just chilling, and you're like, oh, this is kind of cool, I should check that out, I should try this, but you're really not doing anything at all. You're just lying there staring on a screen right now. So you're the passive person here in this two-way relationship, you know? I'm producing, you're consuming, and I am the one who is getting more out of it than you are, actually, because I am the one being active here, being proactive, making shit happen, organizing my thoughts, developing my public speaking skills, really getting my thoughts aligned with what I want to share with you as content. So I am getting more out of producing than you are getting out of consuming, because if you're only consuming and then you're not going out and applying the things that you learn from consuming and that you get out of consuming, then you're really not making anything happen for yourself at all. So this is what I want to leave you with. Obviously, you cannot always produce and you cannot always consume, but I feel like there should be a better balance in a lot of people's life. A lot of people go through life and they're consuming everything, they're consuming all the time, but they're not going out and actually applying what they're consuming, if it's knowledge, and they're also not producing enough content themselves. And a lot of people actually have a lot of insights they could share, but they're just not doing it. So what I would encourage you to do is that if you're watching these videos of mine, for example, or any other video, any other book, any self-help material, take it as valuable information, soak it up, be a sponge, just take it all in, but then be proactive about applying that shit. Really go out and produce something on your own. Make something happen. Start your own YouTube channel, write your own blog. Go out and try to write a book about something that you're really passionate about. Try to organize your thoughts so you can share it with others. This is what it all comes down to. You first have to consume, you first have to learn, you first have to gain experience and knowledge, but then it's all about sharing it with the rest of the world and really producing something on your own. Because if you're only a consumer all the time, you're really not sharing anything of value with the rest of the world. If you're just consuming, you're absorbing, and nobody profits from it. Not even you, because you don't know how to apply it yet. So this is what I want to leave you with. Go out and produce more. See you next time.